feel the ice and that metal clip at the front if it's not scraped out. Palmakoski, the big hopes for Finland, the local team, of course, Palmakoski and Mattintalo. Well, there's Sweden's second team, and it's still a great team with Frida Karlsson. There she is, taking the first leg, and Maja Dahlqvist taking the second leg. So the 15 women's teams in the sprint competition, just really making their way. Not making the way, they've made their way there, but just about to get under starters orders. Well, here is Katarina Hennig and Laura Gimler. She'll be handing over to Laura. It is a team competition, 1.3 kilometers. You hand over to your teammates who will do the same. Each athlete will do the 1.3 kilometers 3 times, expecting a time of around 20 minutes today. Norway, this is Fusnes and Matilda Myhrvold. And Norway's, so that's the second team. The first team is Lotte Udnesveng and Christine Stavros Skistad. I think she was being economical in the time trial earlier. It's all about this, the finals. So Sweden 1, Sweden 2, Germany 1, Finland 1, Finland 2, Norway 2, then Norway 1, occupying the front 2 rows. It's a long hold. well, they're off. The run up here for the first, I would imagine, first 35-40 seconds. We shouldn't see too many tangles and trips and stumbles. Clearly Jonas Sundling wanting to break free earlier, as she's shown all season long when it comes to the individual sprints. This is the first time for a year of asking in terms of the team sprint. So Sundling out the front, as always, wanting to buy herself safety, no traffic jams, and deciding exactly where and when she wants to tactically read the track and make changes from track 1 on the left over to track 4 on the right. And off they go. So Sundling, as always expected, I think the world of sprinting in the female field always expects Sundling to take the leadership role. Have a look to the right there, the top right of the screen. They're still going to hit up there. It's 1 minute up to the bend and 3 seconds as they go through the curve. And look at this. Well, if you've ever done intervals and you go absolutely maximum from the gun or from your interval start time, this is absolutely brutal. Nearly 40 meters rise in what will be just over 1 minute 30 seconds and a distance of nearly 500 meters. Well, cross-country skiers viewed by the experts as the athletes with, well, I was going to say the biggest engines, the largest capacity in terms of output, and many of these athletes are great runners. Mattintalo especially, actually, the second leg for Finland, a very good 800-meter track and field athlete. Well, it certainly has strung out the field, this pace set by Jonas Sundling at the front. The teams who have one eye on the podium are trying to live with this pace. There's Norway's first team, that's Lotte Udnesveng. I thought she may have tried to put all the cards on the table and stay with this pace. Have a look at this. 4 teams away at the front. Well, Sundling slightly ahead. Have a look at the bend here. This is the bottleneck, or the absolute dead stop almost, turn to the right. Over the years we've seen many trips and falls here, and I'm quite sure we'll see the same today. It's not quite a stop, but you're slowing down to about 4 kilometers an hour as you take the apex of this bend. Well, that looks like all teams have made it down. It's quite wet at the bottom of the descent there. You can see the athletes. That was Karlsson, as we see her there in picture on the right side. She nearly went over the front of her skis in that wet patch there. So just over 50 kilometers, nearly 51 kilometers an hour descent time. So that's the first athletes now handing over to their teammates. This will happen on another 3 scenarios. So each athlete 3 times around this 1.3 kilometre track. Sweden's first team, Sweden's second team, Germany won, Finland won, Norway 1 and 2, and great to see Estonia. It is, it's a family affair, isn't it? It's Kairi and Kiri Kastiku. They're from the Ambla Sports Club up in Estonia, so delighted to see the youngsters from Estonia, the twins, doing so well early on in this race. Just wondering what Lynn Svan is going to do. Is she going to try and hold the 2.31 seconds? It didn't feel that way as she started up this climb. So Sundling handed over with 2.31 of an advantage. But very quickly that's hauled back in. Well, Laura Gimler is chasing Sweden's second team. That's Maja Dahlqvist. Dahlqvist trying to close down on Lynn Svan. That's never an easy task, is it, really, this season, with Lynn Svan having taken 5 victories. Way over on the left side as we look down the track. A clever move there. But viewed by many as the best line to stay in the left side up this climb. Although Skistad, Christine Stover Skistad, she won in Canada. And third in America. Well, she had a first, a second and a third. A first and a second in Canada and third in Minneapolis. Well, the pace really seems to have backed off, doesn't it, with Lynn Svan just... Well, it appears like she's just holding back a little. Of course, there's another 2 run-outs for her, so maybe a tactical decision, but all the while allowing Norway's best sprinter to bridge that gap, to get back into the race. There she is, Skistad. So the Norwegians' first team back in the action. Oh no, that's Dahlqvist down. She's brought, I think Gimler's down as well. Well, how quickly can this race change? We saw Sweden's second team in second place and Germany's Gimler in third. Now here they are. Oh, and there's a broken ski. Now you're going to stand on one leg. Dahlqvist, that's a major issue. Can she stand and balance on one leg? That's an absolute disaster for the Swedish second team. Come on, let's see you balance on that left leg. Yep, the only option. Oh, what a shame. You can see the athletes stumbling and tripping and falling there. It is the clister, the grip wax, that is not allowing... Well, she is allowed a change of ski. I thought she may reason that it's not worth it, but it's absolutely worth it. That ski is obliterated. And will that keep Sweden's second team out of the race? I think it will. So the handover back down. Look at Norway. Skistad has brought them back to 0.46 behind. So Norway back in the running. Norway's second team there as well. Now let's have a look at the situation, the sad situation for Sweden's... Well, there we are. Sweden's second team. Dahlqvist, she could do nothing about it. Brought down. Actually, she fell down and took Laura Gimler, the German athlete, down. It's just simply too much to pull back for the Swedish second team. They expected a podium today. Nothing's impossible if you put your mind to it, or is it? But I think this situation is just too far out of reach now. Dahlqvist absolutely gutted that there we are. Have a look, it's her own. She's in second place. It's the grip wax. She's bringing Gimler down, and look at the ski there from that impact. Completely broke it up, and there she's trying hard to glide on that left leg, but just simply not possible, of course, when your legs are so tired. Backup staff, well done, reasonably quickly, but still a loss of 35 seconds. So it's Sundling again pressing the pace so hard. I'm sure she'll maybe have a shout to Lynn Svan and suggest that she keeps this advantage every time that Jonas Sundling gets the advantage, or certainly the first time around. Lynn Svan let the gap close again. Katarina Hennig, the team Olympic champions from Beijing. That was with Victoria Karl. That was a sensational day, and Team Sweden just in behind them for silver medal. So Norway's first team, Lotte Udnesveng, along to her right, just coming through like a rocket. It's Krista Palmakoski, certainly back on form. This is Anki Loinen, looking good as well in blue. So there's Finland first and second team, very much challenging in these early stages, not halfway yet. In these early stages, they certainly are challenging for a podium position. But way ahead, Sundling, this is the only way she knows how to race, and it's just pressing full pace, it appears, over every meter of this track. 50 kilometers an hour. And it is a good pace to carry down into the stadium. Have a look at the balance of the athletes, the clister, the grippy wax at the base of the skis. Look at the glide there on Norway skis. They've got the perfect blend of grip wax and glide wax. You really need that to carry the pace down to the exchange. Third exchange coming up, so it's Sundling once again over to Svan. So Lynn Svan, what's she going to do this time? She had 2.36 seconds advantage the last time. Well, certainly much more than that this time. She will, I'm quite sure, from here on in, maintain something of an advantage, but she started there, bib 5. I think she'll try and close down those 10.56 seconds. Well, Germany's first team, Katharina Hennig, over to Laura Gimler, who, remember, was completely taken down by, of course, Dahlqvist, Maja Dahlqvist, and that broken ski scenario. So, Sweden comfortable, well, I say comfortable out front. It was 10.56, but unless, for me, Lynn Svan keeps the pace firm, they will, the chasing pack will try and close this down. Of course they will. Now, it was 35 seconds behind for Swedish second team. Well, it's as if Carlson saying, listen, I couldn't do much more. Well, she's gone from 35 behind to 49 behind. A little surprise there from Sweden's Frida Karlsson. Well, Lynn Svan is picking up the pace as she goes. Skistad, Norway's first team, is now moving, or making positioning herself, I should say, to pull back into second place. There's the Sweden's first and second team on the left side of screen. Germany still there at the races. Laura Gimler, hopefully nobody will take her out this time on the descent back to stadium. Christine Stova, Skistad, bib 5-2 there. Looked like she was slipping. Have a look at the markers on the left side. Strong wind as usual up the top of this hill. And it appears to be coming from the right side. Well, Sundling's attack on her second outing really has broken up this field, and the Swedish first team maintaining most of that 10.56 seconds advantage. Matilda Mervold trying to keep contact with Norway's first team. So the chasing pack, Finland's first and second team, then Norway's first and second team, all competing for second and third position at this time. So the tricky right-hander, no fallers yet. Gimler putting the brakes on as she tried to slow her pace, kill her pace down. Have a look at the bumps and dips into the stadium, it's tricky. So Sweden were 10.56 ahead. I think that Lynn Svan may well have kept it around the 10 second. My reckoning was around 8 seconds further back. So for the last time of asking, it's Jonas Sundling, and that's enough to put fear in the rest of the field. Look at the time, it's well over 15 seconds now. So the Swedish team, what a pairing. Two athletes in brilliant form and taking Sweden further and further away from the rest. Real fight on here now. Norway 1, Finland 1, Norway 2 and Finland 2, all within a second and a half. Well, Germany's first team, that unfortunate fall really has held them back. The Olympic champions were hoping for more, And that's the trouble. If you're taken out on this short, aggressive track, you really haven't time to bring yourself back into the race. But that won't prevent Katarina Hennig. We saw her there attacking up the bottom of this climb here. Well, this is the view at the front of the field, and Sundling, she must be tired. The qualification run out, she set the fastest time. She broke the field the first time of asking and the second time, and now she's destroying the field the third time of asking. She'll be handing over to Lynn Svan, who will then take it to the finish line. So we really are in the final stages of this race. So here they are, the chasing pack. 5 well done to Germany. Katarina Hennig is absolutely inspired to bring Germany back onto the podium. Look at this. They were down in what, 5th, 6th place, in fact 7th place at one point, fighting her way back up onto the podium. Parmakoski, here she is, often performs well here, certainly did at the World Championships here back in 2017. So Parmakoski now taking the initiative, moving Finland's first team into second place. It appears that Anki Loinen struggling a little and dropping Finland 2 into 6th place. So Christine Ostgulen Fusnes, 7 with bib number 1. That indicates the first leg athlete. And Norway's first team, it's a real good anchor leg with Christine Stava-Skistad. She's had plenty podiums this season, and won two victories, 3 times second place and 2 times third place in terms of sprinting. Well, here is the sprinter of the moment. So on Sunday, Sundling will be looking for her second in a row victory, I'm quite sure, when it comes to the sprint here in Lahti. Remember, 20 kilometers tomorrow, so it's a tough 3 days of racing in Lahti. Well, here we go for the 5th exchange, and it's Sundling coming in to hand over to the in-form Lynn Svan. Well, she hasn't really been out of form since the start of the season. So Lynn Svan heading out with that very comfortable cushion. It was 17 seconds. It's grown slightly, maybe up to 22. Well, slightly, it's huge actually. 23, 24 seconds. Quite unbelievable to break the field by this amount of time over a short 1.3 kilometers track. What happened there? Skistad, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. They missed the contact. I hope we get another look at that. I didn't see what caused that error. It's a fundamental flaw there to not place yourself, or the incoming athlete to line up with the hopeful exit athlete. Here we go. What happened there? So that's Norway's second team. Oh, what on earth happened there? I think, yes, sorry, my mistake. Oh, dearie me. That was just, you know, club level handover in a World Cup, and it may well cost Norway's first team dearly. So bib 7 there, that's Norway's second team, is Matilda Myhrvold. They got their exchange okay, so maybe they'll fly the flag. I still think that Skistad left behind there. Here she is. I think she might well make it back. Absolutely furious that the handover went so wrong and lost some 3 or 4 seconds in the process. So this is at the moment the fight for second and third place. Can Skistad in the distance there, bib 5, can she make it back? I think she might. She'll be determined to do just that. But at the moment it's Norway's second team, Germany's first team. There's Finland's second team. Of course their first team is further up the track there. You see Matintalo in second place now. There she is. So Sweden are well away, some 25 seconds up ahead. This is the charge. Wouldn't it be fantastic? Matintalo and Parmakoski taking the second position here, the silver medal. And I just cannot see now Skistad, Norway's first team, getting back into this. All the while, Laura Gimler is just hunting, just economically in the slipstream there of Meervold. You can see how shiny and slippery, difficult this section here is. That's where Dahlqvist fell, costing them, I'm quite sure, a podium position. So this is important for Martin Talo to get round this bend and carry the pace down. So that's second place gone. Third place, it's a challenge from Norway's second team and Germany's first team. So these are the 4 podium positions, but well, head and shoulders above the rest. It's Team Sweden coming in towards the finish. When you put Sundling and Svan together, they've barely been off the podium in sprint competitions all season. It was a 25-second lead. I think Lynn slowed down slightly, but in the end it appeared an easy victory. Have a look at Gimler coming through. Was she skating just a little farther? Is she? We'll have to wait and see. But I think Norway's coming back. Here comes Skistad. I thought she might be hopeful for a podium. She's running out of time, but she's a fabulous double polar. Finland for second. Germany for third, just in ahead of Norway's first team. Well done, Laura Gimler, to keep Skistad at bay. Well, Gimler and Hennig, great combination there, and holding her nerve. She used the slipstream down in behind Meervold as she jettisoned around the corner to move in front of her. So Norway's second team